for joining us for ARC Salt Lake tonight. I'm Heidi Hatch. It is Friday, October 31st. Happy Halloween. Fear is not exclusive to haunted houses tonight. SNAP benefits are set to run out at midnight for more than 40 million recipients across the country. Two federal judges are now ordering the Trump administration to distribute SNAP benefit payments to people starting in November. The judges say the government can use money from a contingency fund to send those benefits. However, it is not yet clear if their rulings have teeth and can force payments normally made through an act of Congress. Brian Malahy is downtown tonight talking to SNAP recipients who say the amounts range from hundreds of dollars a month to maybe just enough to buy a pizza.
Tables set in a Latter-day Saints ward parking lot. Food delivered, bagged and ready for pickup. Do you get SNAP benefits?
Yes, I do.
How much?
$23 a month.
Because I only get $24 a month.
Does it make any difference to you?
Not really, because I can just come over here.
It doesn't seem like the sky is falling today.
Not today.
Jeanette Bott, Utah Food Bank CEO, says if a SNAP shutoff holds,
A week and a half from now, 2 weeks, vastly different story.
I get $600 a month for food, and I get health insurance for my children.
a working mom says she's paid taxes, resisted government help, but needs it now.
It's $600 is a lot of money.
Does it anger you? Does it frustrate you that the government is in this state?
It frustrates me a lot because we voted these people in, trusting them they would take care of the American people, and they have failed us.
In Utah, SNAP benefits go out on the 5th, 11th, and 15th of the month. So the first scheduled benefits would not be received until next Wednesday. In downtown Salt Lake, Brian Malahy, KUTV 2 News.
We are here because we are seeing record numbers of people in our two emergency food pantries, of people who are showing up scared they're not going to get SNAP benefits next month.
People rallying outside the federal building in downtown Salt Lake City today, standing up for everyone they say experiencing hunger due to the government shutdown. Utahns Against Hunger and Crossroads Urban Center organizing this rally. They're calling on the Trump administration to distribute SNAP benefits in November. They also want the president and Congress to work together and reopen the government as soon as possible.
Almost 50% more people coming out to pick up Salt Lake City.
Since the shutdown began, the New Hope Foundation says it's seen a 50% increase in demand for food. The organization distributes food near 11th West and 4th North in the Rose Park area on both Wednesdays and Fridays. Some of that food comes from the Utah Food Bank, and local grocery stores donate the rest. The organization says they're always looking for donors and volunteers to keep their program running.
Find areas in your community that can support you. There is a lot out there. Our website has resources available.
Utah Congressman Blake Moore says federal workers who are not getting paid and those on the verge of losing SNAP benefits should use their community resources like food pantries until the government can reopen. Moore says those federal employees who've been working will get their back pay once the shutdown ends. He also says he's hopeful the government will get funded again within the next few weeks when senators start voting with their conscience instead of along party lines. And switching gears tonight to Halloween festivities happening. One of the nation's scariest attractions is here in Salt Lake City. Earlier today, Casey Scott took his daughter Frankie and her drill team, the Davis High-Diettes, through the attraction. Let's see what scares them more.
Fear Factory, one of the scariest places in the nation. They've been doing it for 15 years. I've got Rob here, and you're open tonight and you're open tomorrow.
Yep, 7 to midnight, both nights.
What's behind us right here they're going to send the girls in?
Yeah. This is an old Louisiana cemetery.
Old Louisiana cemetery. So, Diettes, are you guys ready to go? Yeah. All right, let's go. We're going to send them in. We've mic'd them up so you'll be able to hear what they're seeing, and then we'll fall behind them. But this has been going for 15 years. It's one of the hottest houses in the nation. You've got awards from all over the world.
We did, yeah. We got ranked in the top 10 for the last 10 years.
Now, for people who really want to know, is this place haunted?
Yes, it is. It has a paranormal history that dates back to the 1800s. The old cement factory was built in the late 1800s, and a lot of people died here.
Now, what if somebody said, I went to it last year, what did they do this year? You got some new stuff?
Oh, wow, yeah. We have a new area called the abattoir, which is French for the butcher shop or the slaughterhouse.
Okay, and man. And see, I'm a grown man, and I don't like things jumping out on me. Tell me about a touch of fear.
Yeah, you can pay extra, get a glow necklace, and that signifies to certain monsters they can touch you and grab you and do a little extra scaring.
What ages do you think is appropriate?
You know, I recommend teenagers and up, but there are a lot of kids younger than that come and love it, and it just depends on the kid and how ready they are for something like this.
All right, let's see if we can get the Diettes to stop. Hey, Diettes, stop! Stop! Because that's the fastest way to get through it and avoid the scares. But you recommend people taking their time?
I do. Take your time, enjoy it. Keep moving forward at all times. It's going to be crowded tonight, so you got to plan on waiting a little bit to get in, but not long. We have time ticketing, so you can choose your time, choose your day, and just come show up.
All right, real quick, I've got the Davis High Diettes here. They've got a football game tonight, the Davis does. Who are you guys playing tonight? Do you guys know?
Bingham.
Now, what is your prediction on the game?
We're gonna win.
Okay. Now, real quick, I want you guys to scream as loud as you can, and we're gonna send it back to the studio. On the count of three. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Thank you very much.
They nailed that scream. Family fun at the Discovery Gateway Children's Museum today as well. Kids were invited to come in costume, collect treats, and enjoy exploring the hands-on exhibits for their annual Halloween celebration. Director of Philanthropy Addison Dover says the mini city is perfect for safe and interactive trick-or-treating in the heart of the city.
I love Halloween at the Children's Museum because I feel like our mini city is just built for trick-or-treating with kids, so it's always a fun time to see all the kids show up in their costumes. We have a couple of different crafts in the art studio, so we have some lollipop ghosts that you can make, as well as some Halloween masks. It's a lot of fun. We've seen a lot of really cute costumes so far.
Down in St. George, students at Utah Tech University celebrated Halloween a little early. Last night, the university hosting its annual Tricks and Treats Night, complete with trick-or-treating, games and activities hosted by Utah Tech departments, clubs, and athletic teams. The Alumni Association hosting 3 costume contests. A 1,700-pound pumpkin was also carved up and put on display. And taking a live look now from the lower avenues right here in Salt Lake City as trick-or-treaters are out and about tonight. You can see the neighborhoods are having a great time. It looks like someone's got a whole display set up in front of their house. Those are the cool kids always. We'll be checking in on those trick-or-treaters tonight. And if you're driving, be cautious and be on the lookout for those kids as they are out and about trick-or-treating. Coming up on Arc Salt Lake, we will hear why some Japanese Americans kept quiet about their experiences while living in an internment camp during World War II here in Utah. Belonging in Utah is back, and today we're turning our focus on the history of Topaz internment camp. Jamie McGriff shares why it's taken years for some Japanese American survivors to open up about their experiences living in the internment camps.
Topaz is woven into the fabric of Utah's history and in the memories of thousands of Japanese Americans who lived in this internment camp during World War II.
There's still a lot of intergenerational trauma that I think the community is still dealing with today in terms of the fallout from the camps.
Diana Tsushida of the Bay Area, California, is a descendant of Topaz internment camp survivors and says she learned about her father's family's history because they shared it.
The really, incredible and tragic thing about the camps is that it created these situations that the Japanese American community did not even need to be put through.
Tsushida also says she understands why older relatives in other Japanese American families stay silent.
It just is a lot of factors, a lot of shame, I think, that was internalized because of the incarceration, and many cultural aspects too that kind of blended into this issue of no one wanting to share the truth about what happened during the war.
That was a real education for so many.
All of this fascinated U of U's Department of Communications distinguished professor, Dr. Kent Ono. He made many findings while earning his doctorate in Japanese incarceration rhetoric.
The historical rhetoric that Japanese Americans had just gone off to these camps and didn't really say anything about it.
Dr. Ono says everybody's not on the same page with certain aspects of this history.
Students of Japanese American history have decided to either call them concentration camps or detention centers.
Dr. Ono, who's of Japanese descent, says his immediate family members were spared from living in internment camps.
People like my family in Wyoming and in Utah were mostly not incarcerated, right? Because they didn't pose the military threat of being on the coast and being part of an attack by Japan. But what's totally fascinating, which people have not really spent much time thinking about, is that Utah was sort of the epicenter for Japanese Americans during World War II.
In a future Belonging in Utah segment, Jamie meets with Dr. Ono, who will explain further how Salt Lake City became that epicenter. And we're taking another live look from the lower avenues right here in Salt Lake City with kids across the Wasatch Front out trick-or-treating right now. This is prime trick-or-treating time, and the good news is all of the costumes can be seen in their full glory. No need for heavy coats tonight, which is awesome because it was a gorgeous day, got up to about 60 degrees. Police are encouraging parents to incorporate reflective elements in costumes if you still have time. This way drivers can see the kids and the parents alike. Children should also consider carrying a flashlight. DPS also reminding drivers to slow down and watch for pedestrians, especially in neighborhoods on Halloween. A new survey shows many people are switching away from chocolate this year. It's so expensive, and they're giving away gummy candy, that pure sugar instead. Well, meteorologist Chase Thomason is here with that first alert Halloween forecast.
Happy Halloween. No snow today, but I want to show you our 5 snowiest Halloweens on record. We've actually only had 5 days with measurable snowfall on record in Salt Lake City. Back in 1971, though, it was a major winter storm with almost 9 inches. Back in 1956, almost 4 inches of snow. But in recent memory, back in 2003, a ½ inch and 1/10 of an inch of snow in 2004. Today, it has been spectacular. 61 degrees, our high temperature in Salt Lake City. That is a few degrees above normal, but just a couple years ago, 2014, it was 77. That is the all-time record. So we have Halloween. We also have daylight saving time coming to an end this weekend where we fall back. That happens overnight, Saturday night into Sunday morning at 2 a.m. Turn your clocks back an hour, but a lot of those clocks are digital and they do it for you. They automatically do that for you. But we do get an extra hour sleep, so that is the silver lining. But man, that sunset, it's going from about 6:30 to about 5:30, so getting dark. It's that time of year. We have partly cloudy skies for tonight here along the Wasatch Front. It is dry. Trick-or-treaters are enjoying some pretty pleasant weather by tomorrow morning, though. A lot of 40s. We'll see some upper 20s and low 30s in our mountain valleys. Mid-30s in central Utah and St. George coming in at 47 degrees. And it's going to be another very mild day and weekend down in southern Utah. How about 78 in St. George and Cedar City at 71, Kanab 75. We have some very mild weather across the entire state. We might have some weak inversions develop along the Wasatch Front, moderate air qualities in the forecast, but nothing too bad. Enjoy those 60s. It's above average. Even Park City and Heber well into the 60s for your Saturday. That's because of high pressure to our west is coming our direction. It brings in a few clouds over the next 24 hours, but no moisture. As we head into your Sunday, that high is actually closer into Utah, so it gets even warmer, and we could climb into the upper 60s by the end of the weekend. But because high pressure is on top of us, there's not a lot of wind, and because it is now November, we can get those weak valley inversions to develop. So just keep that in mind, that there will be some haze at times, especially midday, but we've been noticing that it does burn off later in the afternoon as we really warm things up. Now, I am watching a weak storm coming our way. This is Wednesday of next week. Ahead of it, there'll be some cloud cover. It'll be a warm day on Wednesday, but the new data has pushed in this front a little bit quicker. Right now, it looks like Wednesday night, late into Thursday morning. We'll likely see a few showers, will not be widespread. Things could change. So a little bit of rain in the valleys and a little bit of snow in the mountains, mainly above 7,500 feet, with some lingering showers into Thursday morning. Then it's out of here by Thursday evening. And those temperatures could drop about 10 to 15 degrees. St. George, we are close to 80 over the weekend. Enjoy that. Beautiful golfing weather. Upper 70s Monday and Tuesday. Those temperatures will drop a couple degrees into the low 70s by the end of next week, but there is no rain in the forecast anytime soon. Salt Lake, 41 tonight, mid-60s tomorrow, upper 60s though Sunday and Monday. It is a very mild forecast. Get outside and enjoy it. Wednesday could be our warmest day. We'll see if we could hit 70. Kind of depends on the cloud cover and those winds. Right now, again, a little bit of rain possible Thursday morning as temperatures drop into the 50s. So nothing too cold. Those 50s are actually closer to average. And then we're back into the 60s for next weekend. So after the wettest October on record, we had some cooler days as well. We're starting November off very, very mild. So I don't think a lot of disappointment right now for those trick-or-treaters, but those snow lovers and folks wanting to get some snow in the mountains, we're going to have to wait maybe a couple more weeks for that.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are itching to go skiing. I'm excited for that too, but there's still a lot of trees, at least in my neighborhood, that have green leaves, so we need them to change first, fall before we get the snow. So
all my leaves are on the ground.
They are?
Yeah, so I got to do some yard work this weekend.
Jobs when you're adulting.
Yep.
All right, Chase, thanks. Move over Friday Night Lights. The girls are taking the gridiron. Flag football is one of the fastest growing sports in the country, and it's making its mark in Utah thanks to a little help from an NFL team. In this Eye on Utah, Kristen Kenny shows us how young women are changing the game.
Girls flag football.
Oh my God!
It's fast.
And she's gone!
Fierce.
It's just like football, just without the pads.
And exploding nationwide. Sanctioned in 17 states, college scholarships on the line, an Olympic debut in 2028.
When people say it's a boys' sport,
Yeah.
what do you say to that?
It's not, though. The girls are going to the Olympics.
And most recently, the NFL launched a pro league. And Miles Hayes is the man in charge of growing the game for the Las Vegas Raiders.
The growth has been huge, and it's really cool that the NFL has been behind it.
And now that wave has reached Utah.
Money!
It's a huge hub. There are some major athletes in Utah.
17-year-old Bella is one of them.
Cooler without the pads, I think.
Yeah.
You get to show off your muscles.
She grew up watching her 6 brothers play football, and now it's her turn under the lights.
Everyone's, oh, it's a boys' sport, it's a boys' sport. Well, now I'm on the field.
Bella plays in one of the first girls flag football leagues in Utah, powered by the Raiders.
Now I can play my senior year, and that's really what makes me happy is I get to be on the field.
It's part of the Utah High School Girls Football Association, a nonprofit pushing to get the sport sanctioned in the state.
I think they saw the need here and that there's a want here for girls to play flag football.
Darby and her husband started the nonprofit after watching their own daughter fall in love with the game.
We want to support all things football for girls.
Now girls from Salt Lake County to Park City meet weekly on the gridiron, September to November in this new league.
We're probably going to have like 30 teams next year.
With the goal to get the sport sanctioned.
Once it gets sanctioned, I think there's going to be so many girls active. And
so whether you're a girl dad, girl mom, or just a fan of sport, we all can relate to young kids chasing their dreams.
I have a daughter that's 5. I can't wait to see what it's like when she's 18.
It's just like going to be empowering.
On top! Wow! Girls flag football taking over Utah. Kristen Kenny, KUTV 2 News.
So fun. Well, here at KUTV, we are always looking for people and stories to feature in our Eye on Utah segments. If you know someone or have a story idea, we would love to hear from you as well. All you have to do is send them an email at the address that you see there right on your screen, eyeonutah@KUTV.com. Thanks so much for watching Arc Salt Lake tonight. Happy Halloween. Be safe out there. We'll see you next at 9 and 10.